I rise in strong opposition to House Bill 2665B. Being a nurse is difficult and challenging work, and we have a limited supply of nurses willing to do this work. There are many qualified nurses in Oregon today that are choosing other careers, even choosing not to work at all, given the current working conditions in nursing. So why, given the current climate, would we even consider reducing pay for nurses? And the majority of these nurses in question are women. Is this body seriously okay with reducing their pay? I want to emphasize a key point with this bill. This is not simply capping temp agency reimbursements. Yes, the temp agencies do have an overhead fee to cover expenses and a small profit. Their business model is very simple. They sell people's labor by the hour and they add a piece on top of it. This bill is designed to reduce the wages of hardworking Oregonians. And are you sure that's what you want to take home to your district? That you voted yes on a bill that reduced the pay for hardworking Oregonians at a time where we need more of these workers? And this bill would put the Oregon Health Authority in charge of setting the pay rates. I've spent hours in committee talking about all the other care workers under OHA's purview that are struggling with low pay. It's clear to me that our healthcare system in general is not keeping pace with market conditions, and that is due in part to the price controls already in place by the Oregon Health Authority. I really don't think that adding one more vital group of employees, nurses, for the OHA to set wages for is a good idea. Didn't we, in a way, create this issue in part by controlling reimbursement rates below market conditions? It seems to me we should increase reimbursement rates instead of capping wages. I'm well aware of the problem we're trying to solve. I serve on the board of a small hospital. The financial situation for hospitals and care homes is unsustainable. But we have a supply and demand issue here. We have a shortage of nurses and a high demand for them. And every economics course I've ever taken says you don't fix a labor supply shortage by cutting wages. Nurses in Portland will leave to Washington, where they don't have wage caps. Others will leave to pursue less stressful careers or simply retire. This isn't just my opinion. The OHA's own study, directed by Senate Bill 1549 from the 2022 Oregon Legislature, confirms it. The bill tasked the OHA to establish a process for setting maximum rates. OHA contracted with Mercer to engage interested parties, conduct research, and develop this report. From the summary of that report, and I quote, "Only 2 states currently have rate caps in place for temporary staffing. And while the wages are lower, there are issues arising from the rate caps in those states. In Massachusetts, open nursing positions are more numerous than neighboring states. And in Minnesota, rate caps only impact nursing facilities, which has resulted in difficulty in hiring for those nursing homes, while hospitals and other facilities, which are not subject to the cap, have fewer difficult-to-fill positions. Rate caps can provide cost relief to facilities. However, this does not prioritize compensation of personnel. In addition, staff, when faced with the potential of limited compensation, may leave the industry or move to another state in search of higher wages. Implementing a rate cap in Oregon might result in similar issues to those states' open positions, and the additional turnover and staffing shortages would not improve quality of care outcomes for the residents of those facilities." End quote. It seems clear, based on an understanding of supply and demand, the experience of other states, and common sense, that House Bill 2665B is a bad idea. I say that understanding that the current situation is unsustainable. So is there another way to relieve the pressure on our healthcare organizations? I think there is. How about increasing reimbursement rates to be commensurate with the quality of care and compensation required in this field? What about auditing and regulating these temp agencies to assure no price gouging?
Excuse me, sir. Representative Lewis yields his time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sure no price gouging and excessive profits are going on. I believe there are other ways to attack this problem that avoid wage caps on hardworking Oregonians. The legislature and stakeholders have put a ton of effort in this year to improve working conditions for nurses and increase the pool of qualified nurses. Let's allow these improvements to work. I'm gravely concerned that House Bill 2665B will be a shock to the system, further worsening the nursing crisis and taking money out of working Oregonians' pockets. I urge a no vote on House Bill 2665B. Thank you.